Okay, Bucn Over episode 40. Entering today, daily overs 18, 21, and 3. Season win total at 17 out of 65. Game 3, Pirates Rockies, over under at 8. Zach Thompson for the Bucs. Ryan Feltner for the Rocks. Bucn Over at the park. Got to see the game in person today. Got to see the young Bucs out there having fun, just playing ball. So entertaining. We have that. We have Welcome to the Show, Part 4. And we get into the game recap and all of that coming up on this episode of The Bucn Over. Wednesday afternoon game, sunny and perfect out. About 75, just what you wanted. Cracked a couple beers, had some ice cream, sunflower seeds, sat in the outfield. Normally I'm a home plate guy. Sit as close as you can to see all the action. But the outfield's nice. They redid it. They have the bars out there. You know, a couple restaurants, Manny's Barbecue out there. I might be sold on the outfield seats. You know, what could be better than an afternoon at the park with the family, a Bucco win? An over? Let's get into it. Game recap. Top second, CJ Cron singles, Ryan McMahon doubles. Grichuk doubles, scoring Cron and McMahon. 2-0 Rockies. Servin singles, Grichuk scores 3-0. Top of the third, CJ Cron, which I had to go back and watch this, hits a home run to left field. Hits it off his toes. You can't blame Zach Thompson for that. And he hit it off his toes. Launches it into left field. 4-0 Rockies. And we're all kind of groaning and moaning because we know this offense is what they do normally. Bottom of the third, though, Heineman walks. Reynolds doubles. Hayes ground out. But that means Heineman scores. And then Gamble single, scoring Reynolds 4-2. Okay. Couple runs back. Top four, Mitch Keller comes into pitch, has a decent fourth inning. Top of the fifth, though, Daza singles, Blackman singles, but he gets thrown out at second, trying to stretch a single to a double. Daza does get to third, though. McMahon walks, Grichuk singles again, or gets another RBI, and that scores Daza, makes it 5-2. Pierogi race right in front of us. Not important to the game. Just kind of paint a picture. Bottom of the sixth, Chavis walks, Castro singles, and these are the young Bucs, baby, because SuWINski smashed, wall scraper, but over Clemente Wall, smashed a home run, his fifth of the year. It's a tie game. Kid made a great catch. I'll get into my thoughts on fan interference after the recap, but Kid made a great catch. They challenged it. It was upheld. Home run, Jack SuWINski, 3-run shot, 5-5 game. Clapping and excited, running around the bases. You love to see it. With that home run, we hit the Bucn Over. So we ended our little 2-1 run game skid, and we're on to the bottom of the seventh. Brian Reynolds works a walk. Cal Mitchell singles, Reynolds the third. Gamble singles, scoring Reynolds 6-5. They take the lead. Chavis strikes out, and then Van Meter, showing off the power, hits his third home run of the year. It's now 9-5. And the game's getting out of hand for the Rockies. Wilcrow comes in, 1-2-3, bottom of the eighth. SuWINski walks, then steals. Then Mitchell doubles, scoring SuWINski, 10-5. We go to the top of the ninth, and we get another welcome to the show. Yerry De Los Santos strikes out Servin, his first strikeout of his major league career. Connor Joe singles. Then Daza grounds into a force out. Blackman walks. CJ Cron strikes out on a pitch, and he has no business swinging at 3-2. But raise it. Buccos win. Awesome day at the park. You know, I'm not trying to brag, but the Buccos know how to show up when I go to the games. They're now 2-0, 17 combined runs. You know, I think I'm just going to start going to every game. You know, certainly the trend will not go back to the median. I know how to pick and choose my games. I like how to pick and choose my games. Games like this that remind everyone what the team is building towards. The young bucs that they just took over. SuWINski home run. He's stealing bases. Castro had some nice defensive plays today. Got a hit. Mitchell, I mean, he's barreling everything. He's just hitting the ball hard, and it's finding gaps. Yari de los Santos, another great arm. Well, I'm not going to say great. Another solid arm out of the bullpen for these Bucs. Rowanzi, hopefully soon. Mason Martin, O'Neal Cruz. You have Van Meter, who's going to be up and down. People are going to go, why are you starting him? And then he hits a home run and you go, well, that's another week. We'll get to watch him. But Gamble, I think, could be a nice piece that you sign for a couple years. Seems to fit in here. Seems to do well here. So, overall, a team win. Everyone put the effort in. Brian Reynolds batting leadoff. So, I mentioned that a couple episodes back. Put him leadoff. And he did. And he worked a couple of walks. Had a nice double. Something to think about. We called it here first a couple episodes ago. Obviously, this is the second time it's happened. Somebody in the front office is definitely listening to this podcast. And thank you. We appreciate you listening. Zach Thompson, really, he had one rough inning, and that C.J. Cron hit home run was off his toes. So, was it his best effort, or was it his best game? No. But, I think it was fine. He got 3 innings out of him. Keller out of the bullpen wasn't terrible. He worked some good innings. He had that one kind of rough little patch in the 5th, but, I think he 3 innings, did fine. Peters came in for two outs. Crow shut it down. De Los Santos, shut it down in the top of the 9th. And most importantly, runners in scoring position, 5 for 12. This is what you want to see. 5 hits with runners in scoring position, driving these runners in, getting runs. The young Bucs having fun out there, laughing. So of course, everyone's laughing when you score 10 runs in a game. But you want to see all of that. Even, Castro had some weak moments earlier in the week defensively, but he made a few nice plays at short today. Picking the ball and throwing it to first. So he's going to get more comfortable there, which maybe is why they're putting Cruz in left field in AAA. That whole thing's a mystery to me, but that's a whole other episode. Fan interference. The home run that SuWINski hit. I know it's gimmicky. I'm aware of how gimmicky this sounds coming out of my mouth. Why not? Let the fans reach over and grab the ball. If it's a home team, make everyone aware you're at home. If your home team's up to bat, reach over, pull the ball in. If it's an away team, smack it down. It's gimmicky, I know. It'll never happen. But there was no way they were going to overturn it. That little girl caught that ball on the fly. Great catch. And to overturn that, it would crush her. And they'd lose a fan forever. Let there be fan interference. That's what I say. 10-5 win. The Pirates take the series against the Rockies. Let's carry that momentum into the West Coast trip coming up. Speaking of the West Coast, if you didn't see the box score of the Giants-Mets game from Tuesday night, or last night if you were listening to it on the podcast, Tuesday night for our YouTube viewers, wild stuff. Absolutely wild stuff. Up and down. The game was won by one team. The Mets came back. Then the Giants came back. Wild stuff. Look at the box score. It's bananas. And the other West Coast team, the Dodgers, shut out for the first time this year by none other than the Washington Nationals. So that's baseball. No idea. Dodgers haven't been shut out all year. The Nationals are the first team to do it. 1-0. Okay, daily overs 19, 21, and 3. Season win total now at 18 out of 65. We're still trending pretty good, I think. But we might have to have a nice June. Off day tomorrow. Traveling out to the West Coast. Friday begins a weekend series in San Diego, who are currently 28-16. They lost 2 out of 3 to Milwaukee, their most recent series. This weekend's pitching matchups is going to be electric. I'm looking forward to it. You have Quintana versus Sean Manaea, JT Brubaker, Joe Musgrove, And then the big one on Sunday, Ronzi Contreras versus Mackenzie Gore. It's going to be awesome. The pitching matchups are awesome. Not good for the Bucn Over, but I think it'll be very entertaining to watch. It is a pitcher's park. I think it could be very, very fun. We'll be here all weekend into the night watching these games on the Bucn Over. Enjoying the Bucn Over content? Be sure to follow me over at Twitter at Bucn Over, TikTok at the Bucn Over, and on YouTube, The Bucn Over, to follow along with your buccos all year long.